Wabash Valley congressman appears to be the front runner for the Democratic nomination for Senator Evan Bayh's seat. Good evening. I'm Mark Allen.
And I'm Patrice Dayton. Bayh announced earlier this week that he will not run for a third term in office. Now, media outlets, including CBS News, are reporting 8th District Congressman Brad Ellsworth will be the party's nominee.
News 10's Mike Grant went to the congressman looking for answers.
Congressman Brad Ellsworth took his listening tour to Vincennes, where he discussed everything from health care to trade. But what many were waiting to hear was whether he'll seek the Democrat nomination for Senate.
I need to, what's it mean to my family? Beth and I have talked about it a couple times, mostly on the phone because we've been staying out doing these tours. And so I want to sit down with her and talk about that. We talked about it a little bit last night. I want to see where I can serve best.
Ellsworth reportedly received encouragement from the White House to go after the nomination. He's also been testing the waters around the state.
I've called some of those folks and said, if I make that decision, I'd like to run for it. Would you be willing to support me? And it's natural to make those calls.
If Ellsworth does decide to seek the Senate nomination, that's going to have a domino effect on politics in the Wabash Valley. Because then the question will be, who's going to run for his seat in Congress?
He's been very helpful to us, and it's great to have somebody in Washington who is listening and who is willing to spend the time that's necessary to help the local people. So, I have a lot of reservations about seeing him, possibly moving on.
Right now, Congressman Ellsworth isn't saying whether he'll run for the Senate, but he is saying he'll make that decision very soon. In Vincennes, I'm Mike Grant, News 10.
If Ellsworth does decide to seek the Senate nomination, Democratic political leaders say they expect State Representative Trent Van Haffen of Mount Vernon, Indiana, to jump into the 8th District congressional race.